Hey guys, it's Jeffrey here and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about you learning a little bit of my life. And I'm going to start that out by telling you what I did in the month of March. So March was a pretty busy month for me, during the weekends at least. My weekends usually aren't full with anything that really fun or particular, but I tried to fill all of my weekends up with something fun to do. So it started out with me going just to school Thursday, Friday. Saturday, I went out to South Lebanon. We shopped at Target, Kohl's, and went out to eat. Pretty fun. Basic thing. But Sunday, I went out to the Web, which is like an entertainment center in just like, it's not in Mason, but it's like right out of Mason. I think it was, the Web was in Westchester. So I went to the Web with my Flight of Fear crew, which is my crew from work, and that was in the afternoon. But I also went to church that week, which was the first time for me going to church in a long time. I used to go to church a long time ago whenever I was younger, but my family stopped not going to that church anymore, and I kind of decided to stop going, and then my family kind of created their own church that I really didn't want to go to because I felt like I was the youngest kid there, and that wasn't really fun for me. But I had one of my friends who joined me into their church, and they've invited me a few times here recently. Or, I wouldn't even say here recently. It's been a few times over the past few months, but I've never had the guts to actually go to church because it's been such a long time. So, I went that Sunday in the morning, and I'd say I actually had fun. They sung a lot. There were some things that were different than I've never done before, like communion. Never seen communion before, but I understand all about that now. And it was like a really different take on church that I'd never been to. The second week of March was full of just schoolwork and all that. But then we got to the weekend again. I went to work at Kings Island, but I didn't actually work. We had a welcome party, which was like where we just got introduced into the year. You got to meet some of your crew, just to get involved with your crew, which pretty fun. They gave us out food, we got to draw up prizes. They gave out food and gave out prizes. There was food and they gave out prizes. That's the best way to say it. And then Sunday, I also went to church again. I enjoyed it again. But I also was getting to a point where I didn't want to show up like every week, because I didn't want to get to a point where like they were expecting me every week and it would be really awkward if I didn't show up. So, the next week, spoiler, didn't go. Also on that Sunday, I had my last 4-H meeting. I've been doing 4-H for about 7-8 years now, and I finally decided that I wouldn't be able to do 4-H this year because I was going up to Akron in the fall, and whenever fair week would be around for me, I wouldn't be able to be at fair. I know I could have done an early July project, but I knew that I would be working in the month of July and also probably preparing for college, and I thought it'd be best for me just to focus on those things. Talking about 4-H, I loved 4-H, I really did, but let's just say it wasn't for me. I'm not really a country boy or anything, obviously, you can tell that, but like, I loved actually showing chickens. Like, okay, so I showed chickens in the fair, yeah. I know. Wow. It was actually, I enjoyed it. I know I also enjoyed it for the money part, and I knew I'd always have money at the end of the year. It's like a little reward for doing the project, and really, you only have the chickens for like 6 weeks, and then you got maybe $200+ and 2 years ago, I got Reserve Grand Champion, and got $1,000. That was amazing. I encourage people to do 4-H, and if you're ever like thinking about doing it as a young child, I totally agree with it. I'd say whenever I do grow up, if I do live in an area that has a pretty involved 4-H group, I will have my kids in 4-H. Third week of March, I end up getting my hair cut, got that trimmed down a little bit on the side, and the rest of the week was pretty plain. But on the next weekend, I did a little community service. Community service was at a senior center, and we played ham bingo, which was so fun. You have no idea how fun I had. I met this lady named Judy, and she was amazing. This old lady like made me laugh the whole time. She introduced me to her son. Also told me to watch out for some of the other old people. I was just like, okay, Judy, like, I will. That Saturday, I ended up going to do some community service at the senior center, close to my house. Or close to my town, or in my town, I should say. And I went with my friend from school. We went up and actually played hand bingo. I met this lady named Judy, who is so fun. You have no idea how fun she was. She made me laugh the whole time, introduced me to her son, also told me to watch out for the people that were standing like a little farther down because they might cheat me money. Which worried me the whole time because I was like, oh no, what if I lose track of this? But it was all good. I had fun. And that Sunday, we also went to South Lebanon again, which South Lebanon to me is like an area you go if you just want to get out. It's like an hour away from me, and it's a place that has a Target and a Kohl's, so like it's not where you go all the time, but it's that little fun adventure you get to go on every once in a while. And there I got my stuff preparing for senior trip, which is this month, actually. This month. Last month, it was this month, but we prepared last month, and getting my senior bags for my flight. Which, talking about flight, I'm going on my first flight this month. Literally so excited. I've never been on one before, and it's a little nerve-wracking. No. It's a little nerve-wracking. Yeah, that's the word. But, like, I'm so excited to go. I'm not really excited to learn all about, like, what's down there, but to actually, like, go with my friends somewhere for, like, the last time and have them on my first flight, I think it will be really cool. It was also the end of 9 weeks, so we had some 9 weeks testing, which, weren't fun, but it's okay. Okay, so that weekend in the morning, I went into orientation for work. I was also supposed to go into general knowledge that night for my job, but I ended up getting kind of like sick and nervous going up there. I don't know why I was so nervous to actually go work, but whenever I got there, I almost threw up. And I couldn't sit through a 4-hour class if I had to throw up. Yeah, that wasn't good. I'm not someone who usually skips things, so like I got very nervous also there, being like, I can't leave. Even though I'm sick, I was going to fight through it, but like I knew I literally couldn't this time because I didn't want to like run out of this thing and be like, ugh, I gotta go, because that would have been the most awkward thing ever, and I literally would have threw up probably of embarrassment, and I probably would have threw up like in that room, and there was no bathrooms close, so like it would have been the most awkward thing ever. I would have been embarrassed, probably would have quit my job because I wouldn't want to see any of these people again, because that would be the most awkward thing ever. They'd be like, oh, were you that boy that like threw up in general knowledge? And I'd be like, oh, no, yes. And that Sunday, I went on a little trip up to Akron to visit my college, because the next day I am having a college orientation, which is, yeah, so many orientations in one weekend. Okay. And that orientation on Monday was from like 8 to 4, pretty fun. Ended up getting home at like 9 though. Ugh, it took forever to get home. I live about 3 hours away from Akron, and it's a journey to get up there, I'll just say that. So, since I didn't do general knowledge that last weekend, I had to redo it, or not really redo it, I had to reschedule it. I never went to it. Actually, I went to it, just got sick, and then had to run out there. Or just had to leave before I even started, because I got there early too. So then that Thursday of the last week of March, I'm going in for general knowledge. I felt sick going into it. I don't know why I was so nervous again, but I actually stuck through it that time. I didn't feel as sick as the first time. So my nerves went down a little bit. But then I also got nervous because I got told we didn't have to wear uniforms, and then people were wearing uniforms, and I was just like, oh no, they're going to tell me to leave, then I'm going to throw up again. Oh no. That was the hardest thing for me. I have no idea why. I did this last year, no problems. That Friday, I ended up going out to eat with my friend. It was the start of my spring break, so I wanted to start pretty eventful. That Friday, I ended up going out to eat with my friend, start off my spring break pretty good. I also had my car fixed that day. And also got my my prom date, which I'm so excited for prom. Prom is next month. And I just got my prom date in March. So, yeah, leaving it off the last minute. But I was struggling. I asked 5 people off to prom, and let's just say none of them worked out. So, 6 is a charm, right? Yeah. No, because... And then at the end of the month, I ended up going to Kings Island again to work, because I spent a lot of my month there, because Kings Island opens next month. Gotta get prepared for work. And then that was just like a training day to get my job back in order, or to work, to actually remember my job from last year. Just learn how to actually put people in the ride, make sure everything's safe, know all the rules, and all that. And that was from like 12 to 5. Then after that, we went out to Skyline with my crew again. Got to talk to them for a little bit. So that was pretty much my March. Yeah, I know it's probably not that full compared to everyone else, but for me, I'm not that active of a person, and I don't really do much, so it was pretty busy to me. I kept every weekend filled. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little information on my life, getting to know me better. And I hope to join you guys back here next week for my next video. Bye, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and a little ringer down below. And also don't forget to check out my link below to my Instagram and check out my photos I post every once in a while. I'm trying to be more active on Instagram, but we'll see how good that goes. I posted something last weekend. Actually, I posted 2 things last week. The most I posted in forever. Because I feel like I don't want to overblow up my Instagram because people get mad sometimes, but meh, that's a side note. You guys have a great week, and bye guys!